Good morning. It is my pleasure this morning to give out some awards. But before I do this, let me avoid a little confusion. I'm wearing two hats. One because I'm the new ANEC for the District of Columbia Department, and I'm not wearing that hat now. But I'm also the representative and trustee for the Chapel of Four Chaplains. And what I would like to do is sort of tell you a little bit about what the awards are about, introduce the people who are the recipients of the award, and introduce two special guests who came here to honor the service people, to honor the recipients, and they love our country like we do, two executives from the Chapel of Four Chaplains in Philadelphia. I like to say that having been born outside of this country and receiving all the privileges that every American did and has and enjoys today, I am a good judge of how great this country is and a good judge of how good our military is and how supportive they are, and we always have to. We can't thank them enough for our service. No tradition of American society is more precious to or characteristic of our culture than that of voluntary reaching out to neighbors in need. Such selfless service is a part of both of our civic and our religious heritage. The Chapel of Four Chaplains is a nonprofit organization. It's founded upon one shining manifestation of our heritage, that of our Army chaplains who, after giving their life jackets to soldiers who had none, linked arms with one another and went down with the USAT Dorchester after it was torpedoed in Torpedo Alley, February 3, 1943. This historical event began at Torpedo Junction, the U-boat-infested icy waters of the North Atlantic during World War II. On January 23, 1943, the Dorchester, an old steamer quickly pressed into military service, was carrying a full capacity of soldiers to Greenland. Most of the men were already sick and green with nausea. The weather was bitterly cold with gale-force winds. Ice began building up on the decks, slowing the Dorchester to 10 knots. Moving among them were the four chaplains: George L. Fox, Alexander D. Goody, Clark V. Poling, and John P. Washington. The chaplains talked and listened to the men, soothing apprehensions, offering encouragement, telling jokes. They were the only calm people on board. On February 2, 1943, as the Tampa sonar detected the presence of submarine, the captain took precautions. He ordered all the men to go to sleep in clothing, wear life jackets close to them, and so forth. They were only 150 miles from Greenland. With daylight, they would have had American base protection. It was just after midnight, February 3, 1943, when enemy submarine fired a torpedo towards the Dorchester's flank. The missile exploded in a boiler room, destroying the electric supply and releasing suffocating clouds and steam and ammonia. Many aboard died instantly. Some were trapped below deck. When you listen to some of the eyewitnesses, and a few are still around, and I did at one function at the Chapel of Four Chaplains had in Philadelphia, you become overcome with the kind of frightening nightmare that took place. Overcrowded lifeboats capsized, rafts drifted away before anyone could reach them, men clung to the rails, frozen with fear, unable to let go and plunge into the dark, churning waters. The testimony of the survivors really give you that grim feeling, and you can see how these young people, totally surprised, felt and what they saw and how they interpreted. The four chaplains gave away their only means of survival. When the life jackets were no more to be handed out. They gave away their own life jackets. That means that they gave up their only means of saving themselves. They linked their arms together, and the slant of the deck became severe. It was a heroic act. It was the only heroic act aboard Dorchester, but it was especially significant because of the identity of these 4 young men, 2 Protestants, 1 Catholic, and a Jew. Today, as it has been many years, the Chapel of 4 Chaplains serves as memory of these brave men and carries their message of interfaith cooperation and selfless service to every part of the country, to recognize and encourage acts of brotherhood, sacrifice. Among Americans every age and station of life, the chapel has established the Legion of Honor program, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to issue to some legionnaires that you may possibly know or would know. The Bronze Medallion is the award that the chapel is in recognition of exceptional self-service, an individual who contributes that well to the well-being of others above and beyond what his duty station may call. I have the following people that will be receiving the award. The Bronze Medallion will go to Daniel M. Dellinger, the National Commander. The Humanitarian Award plaque will go to Paul E. Dillard, National Vice Commander of the Southern Region, Wayne Satram, National Vice Commander, Midwest Region, Douglas E. Woodall, National Vice Commander, Western Region, Robert Newman, National Vice Commander, Central Region, and William Reichsel, Vice Commander of the Northern Region. The 2 people that I would like to also introduce to you that came from Philadelphia in order to help honor these folks. We have retired Captain Louis Cavalier to back him. We have Kristen Brady, the Executive Director of the Foundation. And we have me. And at this point, I would like to ask you for a hand of applause for the recipients as well as for the visitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Chapel of 4 Chaplains in Philadelphia, all of our board of directors, our area directors, and our chaplains and associate chaplains throughout the country, we really appreciate this opportunity to be here. I am impressed because this is my first American Legion convention. If you notice, I'm not wearing one of your hats. But that may change. I had a career in the Navy, and the thing that I like about the American Legion is that you bring all of the services together because we are one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And that's what we do at the Chapel of 4 Chaplains. We bring all faiths together because we are one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This country needs to know that. There's a lot of things going on in the world today that involve war, oppression, human trafficking, you name it. And you guys are out there to help heal all that, and I appreciate the work that you do. And in recognition of that, we give out these awards, which we are doing today. The other impression that has been made upon me in the past several days is that the number of 4 chaplain ceremonies that are held throughout the country at all of your posts. And we appreciate that. We want to hear about that. We want to hear about all of those events. We are rejuvenating the chapel, and that is part of our program. We want to know what you guys are doing, and we want to be a part of it. And I think that I'm so overwhelmed because everybody I meet tells me that their post does a 4 chaplain ceremony. So you can count upon 2 things in February, in early February. You can always count on, number 1, the Super Bowl being that first Sunday, and number 2, on February 3rd, we are celebrating the memory of the 4 chaplains and what they have done to bring unity without uniformity, and allows us to go throughout the country to look for people, ordinary people, who are doing extraordinary things. I thank you, and I want to turn the podium over for just a minute to our Executive Director, Christine Beatty.
Good morning, everyone. I will be very brief. One, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who contribute to the success of the chapel. The American Legion is our largest donor base across the country, and I salute and congratulate all of you for that. We are in Philadelphia. I welcome every single one of you to visit the chapel. It is an experience. The largest piece that we have there is we do have 5 bronze plaques that represent every individual who perished the night that Dorchester sunk. So for all of their families, our building is their memorial, and we want to keep it open. So I welcome all of you to visit us. I look forward to meeting as many of you as I can while I'm here. And again, thank you, and congratulations to all the recipients today.
The Legion of Honor Bronze Medallion from the Chapel of Four Chaplains is granted for extraordinary contributions to the well-being of others at the national or world level, to world peace, or to interfaith or interethnic understanding. The medallions are being presented by Bron McGinnis, Trustee, Chapel of the Four Chaplains, Foundation Board Chairman Louis Cavalier, Foundation Executive Director Christine Beatty, and DC Department Commander George Roundtree. They are being awarded to National Commander Daniel M. Dellinger, National Vice Commander Bob Newman, National Vice Commander Wayne Satrom, National Vice Commander Douglas Woodell, National Vice Commander Paul Dillard, and National Vice Commander Bill Reichstraw.
All of us in there? Yes.
Sort of squeeze everybody in. And to let you know, I did give the captain an application, and I even gave him a pen to fill it out with, so just ask. Thank you very much for that. USAA was